Hey everybody, it's Julian. So I haven't done a spiritual video in a while, and the plan right now is to do a few videos but post them on different days. So the first one I'm going to do is talk to you about my spell book, which is this one here, and then my grimoire. Some pronounce it grimoire. I guess it just kind of depends on where you're from and whatnot. But first I'm going to start off with the grimoire, or grimoire. I say grimoire. So inside this is general information. I have direction correspondences, like north corresponds with earth, which corresponds to the color brown, sometimes green. The symbols, what they represent, so on and so forth. I have stuff on the zodiac, planetary correspondences, the planets, their symbols, so on and so forth. Colors, what the Sabbats mean, and I'll probably do a video on these separately. But I have some general information because I plan on passing this down to my son if he chooses to follow the same path that I do. If not, then it's there for anybody who would want to use it, you know, if I find somebody who wants to learn. Moon phases, creating your own sigil, using a crystal ball, some ancient languages, which there's going to be more of that in here later. I have some stuff in the back that is going to go in other places, but I don't have anywhere else to put them right now, so they're just kind of hanging out in here. So yeah, that's just a general information binder book. Some people put it in an elaborate book. I just put my stuff in binders and make the binders look pretty or not pretty. Like this is just a plain black 3-ring binder. Now my spell book. Now I'm keeping the bottom part covered. Well, I'm trying to keep the bottom part covered because it has my magical name on it, and I don't want people to see that. Some believe that it is, it holds power. You can hold power over the person if you know their magical name. I just don't want people to know my magical name. I don't have a real reason except, you know, it's mine, you know, and I don't want to share it, so for that reason, I'm going to kind of go over here. I'm on my bed, by the way, doing this video, so you guys get to see my comforter colors. So you saw the cover that I made, which that's going to get an overhaul. More stuff that I have to add. Like, I have a list of things that I need to get done in it. There are some things that I'm not going to show, only because the spell book is personal things. Some things like the 13 Goals of a Witch, that's common knowledge among witches. So it's not something that I don't mind sharing it. Again, you guys get to see my comforter because there's a couple of things that I don't want to show. Okay. Here, this is just going to be one example. I'm not going to show you all of them, but Baba Yaga, or Baba Yaga, as some people say, she is one of the goddesses that I'm sorry about that glare here. I'm going to do that. She's one of the goddesses that I work with. Well, I was going to stop the glare, but I guess that's not going to happen. So, I put some information, just general information. I left a space to draw her in. And then this down here is when I encountered her, when I realized that, you know, she was part of my life. I have a few gods and goddesses that I have. I'm not going to show them all. So that's that. And I have their invocations behind their information as well. And again, things I work with. Spirit guides, spirit animals, general information, and then stuff that is particular to me, like when I realized that I was working with that particular guide. And then I have some visualizations. I have an inner temple visualization, and then I have the Sabbath rituals, which I'm not going to show those because those are very personal. I wrote these myself. And then I have like chakra affirmations. I am a level 3 Reiki master. So I have that in there. Blessing water, salt bath, a couple other things that, you know, I don't want to show. Prayer for renewed strength and energy. Protection jewelry. Making it so your jewelry helps protect you. Not gonna show that. There's Yarly sleeping away on the altar spot. And then I have recipes for, like, there's sleep oil. I have others that I haven't written down. Ridding a house of an unwanted spirit. Closing a portal from portals. Those become open by people using a Ouija board and then not knowing how to correctly close the line between worlds. So I have something for that. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot in these. Like, I have more, like, I did a, protection and prosperity, powder. That's, you know, the recipe, and I quickly wrote this down, so this is really bad handwriting. Adding it to a sachet, or you can burn it. I burned it. Like, I literally am just sitting here like, what is this? What is this? Oh, okay. So, that has nothing to do with what needs to be in this book. I'm not going to show that. Well, I could show that part. We called it burning powder. Raynar actually had his own recipe, and I tweaked it a little bit for what we had. So that's my version of the burning powder. Now the burning powder can be used to burn someone. If somebody has, like, done you wrong. Or they're hurting somebody you love. You know, things like that. So, I mean, there's so many uses for it. Plus, it also clears your sinuses. That's a good use for it, too. And then that's just my list of things that I need to add. Things that I, you know... Yeah. I got a lot to work on. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. And, sorry. Sorry that I couldn't show you a lot of it. But, again, a lot of it is personal stuff. So, I don't feel comfortable showing it because it's personal. But there were things that I could show you. And like I said, like the front is going to change again. Oops. It's going to change again. And I'm really sorry about that glare. There we go. But yeah, that's going to change. I don't know if I'm just going to take this page out and just start over, or if I'm just going to add to what I have. But yeah, it's going to change eventually. And I might show you guys what the front looks like after I do that. But yeah, that is my spell book and my grimoire. I'm going to be doing more videos. Like I said, just showing some things off. What I have as far as my my craft. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was at least a little informative. If you guys have any questions as far as my spirituality, feel free to ask. You can ask them in the comments, or you can message me on Facebook in the Jules Journey to Health page, or DM me on Instagram. You know, however you feel comfortable getting in touch with me. If you want to know more, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm generally an open book, and if there's something that I can't answer, whether I don't know the answer or it's something that's too personal, I'll just let you know, hey, that's a bit too personal, or I don't know the answer. I'll be honest with you. So I hope everyone is having a good day, and whatever it is you're doing, just keep going.